Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Joshua J Poker and I am Joshua J, and on this channel we are documenting my journey through the cash streets. We're talking about poker performance, mindset and improvement and playing our A game, and we're also having a very good time. So if you do enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. And in this video we are going to look at my best hands from 2020. We've got royal flushes, we've got straight flushes, we've got some quads up in there, and we've got a lot of good stuff happening. And if you stick around to the end, you'll see how you can vote on your favorite hand and be entered into a giveaway. So I wish you all a wonderful new year, and I really hope you enjoy this content. Without further ado, roll the tape. We get 3-bet. Obviously this is on GG, so there's no names. We have a pretty standard defend. Flop's pretty good. Goes for the old half Potterson, the Harry half Potterson. And I can see this being a raise. I can see this being a call. I think both are fine. Raise is pretty fucking big. I guess I'm just trying to get this in. Call. Turn showdown value. Don't hate check-in here. He's going to have a lot of overpairs when he calls the flop. And there we are, boys. There we go. We just fucking river the Nisbets. I guess we're going to bet 3/4. Oh, we actually go for a third, which is interesting. I guess this is fine, especially when we have like so few bluffs here. I don't know if that's a good logic to use, but it's the one I use. Like, this guy's just going to pay with queens and jacks. Yeah, nutted the river and let him raise. I agree with that as well. I think he just calls. Pretty sad. I guess this guy, I don't remember many of these hands, but I guess this guy has queens. He ends up having 9-9, which I think is pretty weird. Well, we isolate this guy 53-9, which we probably had a read that he was a bit of a psycho. We get 3-bet. It's a pretty standard defend here. Never really 4-betting. Hand's way too strong. We get the call. Uh-oh. We are defended here, and we will be check something. Fuck. I think this looks exactly like what it is if we shove here, and I don't think we ever get it in super good, but at the same time, like, giving up, I think we just have to shove here. Like, what would this be if we called 20? He'd have a pot size bet left behind, and if he puts it in on turn when we miss, it's terrible. And the times that he like mongs out and bets ace king of diamonds for this size, he has an overpair. Get there. Well, alright lads, let's do it. Get there. Oh my god, yes, we got the jackpot, boys. We got the jackpot, baby, and we won the second one. What a life. Hello YouTube. 227, baby. Let's go YouTube. Oh wait, alright, you can see this guy's got kings. 21-14, little knit thing opens under the gun. Who's shocked that it's kings, lads? I like the 3-bet. Peel on the 4-bet seems reasonable this deep. Flopping middle set seems fucking more than reasonable. Raise seems good here too. And we get the shovel. It's a terrible turn. Get out. Get out. I wonder who this is. Again, I could refine who this is, but 150 big blind pot, lads, with quads. We fucking love to see it. We love to see it. Get out. Right, here we go. We've got 8s. The octos. The snowman. Wow, we get a young gentleman limp. 4 bigs. I like a call here. Yep. Nice. Easiest game in the West, kids. Check. Ah, this is sad. I hope this guy... Oh, this guy calls. I guess we overcall. Interesting. This looks so strong, by the way. Like, overcalling on this board, multi-way, when this guy's all in, looks very strong. I never really do this with a 10. I'd be super worried if I was this guy. Maybe sometimes I do this with the nut flush draw, but rarely. The deuce is a brick. And we min-raise this turn. What am I doing? This is crazy. We must get so lucky to get paid here. This guy must just be terrible. Because this min-raise is literally just the nuts all the time. No one ever min-raises a flush draw here. Or jack 9 on the deuce. So this guy has lost his career. If this guy doesn't have pocket tens, he is definitely a losing reg. Versus this line. No one's ever bluffed here in the history of online poker. And I guess because we win, he could have pocket tens. He could also have, jacks is unlikely. Not too worried about him. Kings. The kings. Well, he rewarded us by, we played this hand pretty bad. But this guy obviously just was like, I have the kings. It's New Year's Eve. I'm going to call. And then we win. So thank you, 5BA 2D499, for making my year a better one. This guy had Jack 10. Get out. Get wrecked. Yeah. I have kings. The floppy's 10 hat. I get min raised on turn, but nah. We got a couple of ladies, baby. Only been one lady for us in 2021, but it's been the MVP of 2021 for me. Shout out to the ladies out there watching this YouTube highlight video, which will be arguably 0. And if you are a cute little grill out there in the chat, make sure you drop a comment below. We love to see it here. Squeeze. Pretty small squeeze here, to be honest. I'd probably make this 10. But we get called. This guy overcalled and he's going to have a lot of pairs. Then again, he's playing 95 big, so he could just have fucking whatever he likes the look of, boys. Obviously, we flopped the Quiddly Quaddlers. 4 of a Quiddle. And I think we lay the absolute trap here. We do. We trap him. I wouldn't hate a third, but the trap seems reasonable. We get a 3/4 pot bet. We're counting all the chips. We're loving it. Come on. Trap. Trap him. The 3 of clubs on the river should be an action killer versus ace high flush draws, because you can check with showdown value. But this young prince is, well, losing his fucking mind. He goes for the overpot. It's nearly 2x pot shove. We've got double queens. We've got 2 pair queens and queens. That banter's honestly 3 out of 10, but it works back in the 80s. We obviously clicked the sat call. We probably slow rolled this guy, but he has the old 4-5, blocks a set, blocks a full house, and maybe this guy had a couple of juices. Thought this was his time to shine, and we got the job done. Shout out to the queens. Right, we play the ante because Stars loves money. I like a 3-bet. Can flat here as well, so both are fine. Get 4-bet. It's probably on the thinner side here, but we are a little bit deeper, so we get it flicked in. We flop the fucking full house, baby. Come on, 96%. We go for a quarter pot, which I kind of like here. We get raised, and this is terrifying. If Snell Dog doesn't smell this out, he's praying that I have 9s or 10s here, or jacks, and I guess he's going to go broke with an overpair, but I'd be terrified. We have the quads, the Quiddly Quaddlesons again. Check. Check. Oh, I thought it was the river. Wow, that would have been bad. We set the trap, which looks even stronger. And I guess we're going to shove here. If this guy pays off with an overpair, he is absolutely out of control. Like, no one has ever bluffed here in their life. Like, seriously, no one has ever bluffed here. Oh my god, this guy has aces. Snell Dog, if you're watching this, dude, you just punted 140 bigs to the Joshua J Poker Fund. We thank you for your service in 2020. Really appreciate it. And if you see us in the tables in 2021, please just keep pressing call in these spots, because we love to see it. And we're never showing up here with a bluff ever. Ever, ever, ever. But we do love to see it, lads. We get raised. I like a call. Nice. Nice, Josh. Nice. Okay. Call doesn't seem unreasonable. Okay, nice. This is very interesting. This is very Psy. This is extremely Psy versus Sharky Prime. We've got to hope that he turns Ace King, Ace 10 of spades, maybe Ace Jack of spades, which I don't think he'd do this with, into a bluff. I'm pretty sure this guy is fucking nutted here, to be honest. And when he snap shoves, he probably just has aces or kings, to be honest. I think calling here at 16 and L zoom is a fucking massive punt for this price. But we make the call and we're probably stone fucked here. We're not surprised, are we, lads? King dongas under the gun. We get min 3 bet by an animal. I like the 4 bet. We get called. Flop is pretty fine. We have the king of hearts. I think I like a check here or a bet. Either are fine. 23% seems reasonable. Nice, that's 23%. We get rimskied. I think it's a pretty clear shovel double. Pretty annoying on the jack 5-7 because he without a doubt has all 9 combinations of Sydney Settersons in range, but we're never folding, so we get it in. And we get it in versus the old 8-9 of Spaderoos, which is fucking absolutely out of line with the double Gutierre on. He turns the straight. Fucking crowd loses their marbles. Hashtag poker is rigged. Hashtag poker is not rigged. Justice for our fallen brothers. Kings gets the job done. Give me that $60. Take your 8-9 suited and get yourself to the dumpster. We got ourselves a little Jacksons. Impossible to play jacks. There's no bloody right way to play them. Only 3 ways. Call, fold, or raise, and not one of them's right. Raise. Nice. Yeah. Pretty good board. Nice. I like shove here. I'd never call this spot. I think I call with the jacks with the jack of hearts and slap everything else in here. If he has a set, GL. Nice, Josh. Get it in. Get it in. What do you think he had, chat? And obviously we played the Glenn Hoddle. I think this is absolutely punty as fuck by this dude. This is absolutely punty. Like, getting ripped on this flop and calling it off with the second nut flush draw is absolutely helter-skelter, pig in a pelter. Like, I can shove ace-5 of hearts, ace-4 of hearts if I want to here. I can have jacks plus 10. I can have 10s. I can have aces. I can have ace-queen of hearts. Absolutely Billy Blastoise, but we hold all the chips. We get all the biscuits, and we love to see it. This guy's playing 2014. Absolute disgrace. 3-bet overcall. Defend seems reasonable. Flopping all of the equity on planet Earth. I like a small bet here. I still think we get enough. We can call a raise, and I still think we get enough folds from... Like, if this guy 3-bet a hand like pocket 9s, which would be reasonable, and this board comes and he's got a player left to act, he probably has to overfold it. I guess. If he has queens and jacks, it's still not comfortable position, and if he has a king and he raises, we can still call. This guy overcalling, exact same thing. Gonna have that same sort of range. 8s, 9s, 7s. Yeah, and then we get raised, which is interesting. I think both options are fine here to call and shove. I think both options seem reasonable. I don't know what's best here. I really don't know what is best, if we're supposed to just rip this in his face or just overcall it. Overcall or just call here, but both options seem reasonable. We turn all the equity on planet Earth. We add more outs. And this guy goes for a really weird bet here. He bets 40 into 90. I don't think we have any fold equity, and I don't think the river is going to change much, in a sense of if we brick, I think we can save 22 big blinds. And if we get there, he's still going to put his 22 big blinds in anyway. So I think this is a pretty clear exploit to just call and play rivers perfectly and fold if we don't get there. Seems pretty good, pretty reasonable to me. We're obviously getting an absolutely out of control price. And we do, and I'd be interested to know what you guys think about this spot. We get there. We have a pretty difficult river decision. We get an 8.59 to 1. Does anybody ever find an exploit fold here? Absolutely fucking not. ED F5 F858. Thank you for your contribution to the Joshua J Poker Fund this year. It's been gratefully received. It's been much appreciated, and we love to see it. Thank you, my friend, for all the biscuits. Poker is not fucking alive. Poker is definitely not dead, lads. This is a 10NL zoom. 10NL zoom. Here we go. Way back in the day. This is before Ginge Poker Academy. This is before we even knew what we were really doing, and we still don't really know what we're doing, but don't tell anybody that. So we get the old 9-10 of hearts. We're infinitely deep. We open. We get a 3-bet from God. We're fucking absolutely balls to the wall deep. Pretty easy call. We flop the Michael gutter and the nut flush gutter, the straight flush gutter, which we love to see. Pretty big bet here. I like just call. I don't really want to get this in on a paired board this deep, especially when you can have better flush draws, so we call. The old 5 of clubs is an absolute brick. This is a pretty clear call for me. I wouldn't like to see me do anything else but call. Nice, 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 boys. Now we have to fucking pingsies. Pingsies McDingsies. Ding, 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 ding. God, 16777216. It's going to be very difficult for you to win this hand, my young friend. He goes for the half pot. We have the absolute Nisby. We obviously rip this in. If I was God here, I would literally be calling with boats only. And he doesn't have that many boats. He only has 7s full, Jack 8 suited, not very many combinations. Probably doesn't have all the Jack 8 suits either. He has 1 combination of quads. I would fold everything else because nobody is ever bluffing here, and you can save yourself 73 big blinds. Instead, this guy went deep in the tank, found the call. What do we think he called with chat? The old Jack 9. The old Jack 9, Olsen. The Jackal 9 of spades, which is going to be his best Jack 9 to call, but I really don't think he should be calling here ever. Even though he blocks 9-10, I just think it's just no one's bluffing here ever. You know, like whoever bluffs here, you know, whoever turns clubs into a bluff, whoever just looks down at like pocket 9s and be like, oh well, I block a straight, I'm going all in. No one's really doing that, and I think he can just save 73 bigs, but we find the call, we win a fucking massive part at 10NL. We love to see it. We're fucking deeper than the Mariana Trench. And God, 16777216, thank you very much for donating to the Josh J Poker Fund in 2020. We'd love to see you back here in 2021. But we got ace 10 suited in the small blind. We get cold 4-bet K double, who's very short. We rip. Seems standard. We get this in for, this is, I don't know what that is in real money. We flop the old gutter, the Sydney Snutter. We're going to show known hole cards. Oh my God, that's very anticlimactic. I didn't know he had such a bad hand. But, boys, the mythical Royal Flush, boys, found us live on stream early in September. The crowds went wild. Baxter ate a pair of pants. D-Tom's passed out in the corner. Jeff Sterling was having to calmly patch his head. And everybody had a good time. So I hope you enjoyed those hands. Please comment down below which is your favourite hand and why. And whichever answer is the best, I will send them a mystery prize, which will be a whole lot of fun to start your new year. So I do wish you all a wonderful new year. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's shown support and love to this channel over the last few months. It really does go a long way. It means a lot, and I really, really appreciate it and you. So thank you very much. And if you want to stick around with this journey into 2021, please consider subscribing. And without further ado, have a wonderful new year and have a very, very good evening. Peace.